Clayface had a trailer drop. When was it? Yesterday, day before yesterday, a few days ago. And we're gonna watch it here. We're gonna have to pause it every once in a while because WB know how they do. Know how
Mm.
they do. But let's check this.
Ew.
I mean, so first thing is first.
Gross.
Mouth washing. That's the first thing I'm thinking.
That's what I thought. There it is. That's what I'm saying. This looks like mouth washing. Oh shoot.
She was so confused. She was so confused.
Washing.
Did you didn't play mouth washing, did you, Nina? Yep, I knew it. She has no idea. Hold on, let's just show the what was the character's name?
Fuck, I forget. Hold on. I think if you just look up mouth washing game,
Mouth washing game. I don't even know what that show.
Yeah, she's like, this is what your mouth looks like when you wash your mouth. Yeah, it looks like that.
Oh my god, it looks exactly like that.
Yeah, literally, like the exact same. Like you can't.
Well, it kind of reminds me of like Onigumo in like Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn! What a an uncovered memory I forgot I had.
Yeah,
I don't remember nothing about Inuyasha, to be honest. It's
do.
been so long.
Them niggas was hunting shards for at least 11 seasons. I was sick of that shit.
I just have to say I'm glad. Oh, what a great
oh my god
pause moment. I'm glad that they're doing this version of Clayface, the actor one. I always draw a blank. I think this is just from the Batman the animated series. I think that was the first time that they did that version of the character. I'm glad they're doing that, but it's just like we'll get into it.
Wait, is this supposed to be for kids?
No.
Okay. So it's not like Superman.
No.
Not even.
Okay.
Not even close. I'm trying to get it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, look at that.
So this is like his like. Well, I mean, he's done a couple now because he did the other. What was it? What's this John Cena one? I forget his name.
Peacemaker.
Because he did the Peacemaker thing, so he's doing like this is his adult movie.
Well, he's not the one that wrote and directed this one, but yeah.
But it's Gunn's universe, right?
Yeah, it is in his universe, which is an issue we're going to talk about here in a minute. Real creepy, which I noticed when I rewatched it and somebody mentioned it on Twitter. The bathtub is not a bathtub. He's the bathtub.
Oh.
Like if you look at it, it blends into him. He is the actual bathtub.
He looks like Pete Hegseth there.
So here's my reaction to this, and I'm just gonna highlight a comment that I ain't gonna lie, this look interesting to me, and the reason why I can't hate on this, a lot of people are saying, oh, what's the point of doing this, or nobody asked for this. I'm like, I literally said that they should make like a Gotham verse. I'm like, fuck the DC universe, start with a Gotham verse and just expand on all of these amazing rogue gallery characters that you have in Gotham, and then you can expand into all of the other shit. Obviously, they're not going that route, but I do think Clayface, this iteration of Clayface, looks very interesting to me. It looks creepy as fuck. I just hope they don't go with the empathetic villain bullshit. I really don't. I'm tired of that shit. I'm sick of that shit. And I feel like it's going that direction.
Well, he's not. He's not necessarily. Well, they're gonna have to because if they're using this version of Clayface, that's basically what he is. He's not really like a bad person. He just got fucked up.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm no longer interested. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm no
that's
longer.
that's what his
Because
character
that's
is.
literally like Clayface's story, at least in the Batman.
Yeah, okay. I don't. Yeah, no, I'm out. Nope, I'm not doing it. I don't care.
Which I'm not against it. Like again, I have to keep saying it because for some reason retards on Twitter think criticism means that you dislike something. I'm not against it. I think it looks interesting and I think it could be creepy. It is coming out during Halloween, which is smart.
That's really
Um,
smart. It's like rare when they do that.
yeah, it looks very creepy and is body
Definitely
horror.
creepy.
Mike Flanagan is involved, and you know how good he is with
Oh, I
horror and
like
shit
Mike
like that.
Flanagan.
So it's like, okay, I can see it, but why? Like, because you just started your new cinematic universe after your last failed one, and you have Superman, Supergirl, Clayface.
Yeah, it's odd. It's an odd combination. Well, and
And then,
also you have the other, like I said,
But wait,
John
I
Cena one.
thought this was in the. I thought this was more with the Matt Reeves stuff.
no, this is DCU,
This is DCU.
and
This is James
apparently
Gunn's
this is
universe.
before Superman.
Whew.
So not only is it the third one in your universe, it's before your main big guy. And then
Yeah, and
on
that's
top of that,
why
this
like
isn't
it's
even the first one they've
confusing.
done.
That's why it's confusing because like I don't like villain stories too much. Like the exception to that rule is obviously the first Joker, like the movie, was because it was like it was just kind of like a blip, you know, like those things don't usually happen. But then I also really did enjoy the Penguin, which I never thought I would. But like Anna, that Star Wars girl, forced me to watch it, and I did, and I was like, okay, this is really good. But I don't usually. I'm not like I'm just not interested in villain stories. I'm like, okay, if the villain doesn't have like if the hero is not there to beat the villain, there's no point. Like to me, I'm like the story is the hero. That's what I'm interested in, not the villain.
Yeah.
But like I understand that there's a market for that. Like there's a lot of people that like villain stories and villain arcs. I'm just not one of those people. It's just not for me. But having said that, I do understand. Like, I don't really agree with the whole like who's this made for? What's the point of this? I'm like, whatever it is, just put it out. Like, who cares? Like, there's gonna be a market. People are gonna like certain things that other people aren't
Well,
gonna enjoy. You know?
that's the point where it's like it's not necessarily like why would you make it? Like I understand it. I can see the vision here, but it's
Hmm.
like why would you do this as your third movie in your cinematic universe
Yeah,
when
you need
your first
Batman
one barely.
before you need Batman before you have this. That's the thing.
Yeah. And then
You
not
need
only
Batman.
that, Superman barely turned a profit, if it did.
It no, it did
Supergirl
turn a
is your
turn a profit. I don't know if Supergirl is gonna do as well, but it
Supergirl's
did.
not gonna do good at all. Like that's
I
the
don't
thing.
think it's gonna. I
I
don't think
believe
so.
that Supergirl's gonna do like the Marvels numbers.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
think it's
like I
gonna do
don't think
well
it's
either.
gonna do good at all. So you have Superman, Supergirl, then Clayface, and then you're forgetting that the first thing they did was Creature Commandos, and then Superman, then Peacemaker. So
Yeah,
it's like all over the place. And I know somebody on Twitter yesterday was
they
like,
got the lanterns coming out too, right?
oh fuck, I forgot about the goddamn Lantern show.
Yeah,
You got that coming. You made the Green Lanterns a show, and then you put them in doo-doo brown outfits.
yeah.
So
That one I'm not happy about, honestly, because I really, really was looking forward to the lanterns because I love the Green Lantern Corps and I love their story. And I was kind of expecting like cops in space kind of thing, like a buddy
yeah,
cop
everybody
situation in
was.
space. And then it was just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I don't want this. This is stupid. I didn't like that. I don't like the
Yeah,
premise.
it's just a bad lineup. And an idiot on Twitter yesterday was like, "Oh well, you know the MCU started with Iron Man, and he was like a C-list character." And it's like, yeah, that was almost 20 years ago, where they could take that huge risk and see where it goes, and they didn't just have like a failed cinematic universe, superhero fatigue, bad movies,
Hmm.
back after back after back. You know, like they didn't
Yeah.
have to deal with that back then. So yeah, you had Iron Man. He was also it's not like Iron Man wasn't unknown. People knew who Iron Man was. He wasn't like a household name like he is now, but people at
Mhm.
least knew who he was. And then on top of that, the movie was good. Movie was
Mhm.
good. Superman.
Now, this
Yeah,
is the thing though, like if you're gonna do a villain movie, you gotta do it about someone who people care about. And I'm sorry, but Clayface is just one of those people, like one of those characters that's I feel like he's just way too much of a side character. Like imagine if they made like a Poison Ivy movie with like Sydney Sweeney as Poison Ivy.
man,
People
she's
would
just
go to
short.
that. You know what I mean? Like people would go to something like that because they'll be like, "Oh, like that looks good. That's hot
I'm not
or
gonna lie, I
whatever."
wouldn't look forward to it. She's too short to be Poison
I'm just
Ivy.
saying somebody who looks good,
But
like
yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah. I get
like
it.
a female and a main villain, like a major villain, not like a side Clayface villain. Like nobody cares. I'm sorry, but just nobody cares about Clayface.
Yeah, it's just a very awkward pick. This is what you would do in the MC. Like he's treating the DCU like late stage MCU, where
Yeah.
it's
And
like
you know what?
they're
Like your
experimenting.
chat, Cal G like just said a Lex Luthor film would have been a killer. Like, you know what? Like I actually like completely agree, especially because in his universe, I really liked Nicholas Holt. Like a Lex Luthor film based on his character would have been an actually a banger. It would have been a banger for him to like flesh out Lex more. That guy did a great job in the Superman. It would have been a great movie to like flesh out Lex more and then have like Superman right after that. That would have been great. But this, like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's very awkward. I
Unless
don't know
you're
why
like
you would go here.
really into horror, body horror. That's the other thing, right? Like you're giving it into a like a niche market of people versus people who are like Lex would be for everyone. Clayface is maybe some people just don't want to watch body horror. They're like, I'm not really interested in this. It's too graphic or whatever. I don't
Well,
know.
I don't disagree. Atreus.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? The whole Clayface thing. The once you hit me with the what is it? Anti-hero sympathetic
Well, no,
villain.
he's not like a hero.
He's not a hero. He's just a
Not a
fucked up
hero.
villain he became a villain because of fucked up circumstances. And then, he's
Well, you know
he's
what a
Clayface.
fucked up
He ain't ever
circumstance.
gonna get love at Triss. That's the whole point. He's never gonna get any love. He's got a clay face. He's disgusting. That's why he's never gonna have
Well, you know
love.
what are some fucked up circumstances? My money remaining in my pocket for this box office. That's what's gonna be the fucked up circumstances. So, hey, you know,
Did you watch Penguin?
I did. I loved it.
Did you think okay, here's a good question. Did you think the Penguin was leaning towards being the misunderstood villain?
No.
See, I didn't either, but at first it was leading towards that a little bit, and then they kind of because they were going like, oh, the mom is like, this and that and the other, and then you find out, oh no, spoiler alert,
Well,
he killed
during the
the
show, like even though he has like his mom, he's trying to take care of her and stuff like that. They still have him doing horrific things.
Right. I was just gonna
right.
say there's a difference between saying, hey, be sympathetic versus being, hey, this is still a human, but he ain't shit.
Right. Right.
So,
which they did a good balance, and I felt the same way about the Penguin show that I felt about this. It's like I get it, but why?
Yeah, it's just this is what they always do with DC. I feel like kind of. It's like I don't know why DC they just can't figure out how to do a good like arc of the different characters. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
like
we
I don't.
literally talked about this on Open Bar yesterday. It's like you have the easiest layout. We've already done this in the early 2000s with the DC animated shows. Like
yes,
you've already done
exactly.
this.
Yeah.
Just do it again. It's not that hard. Like just follow the blueprint, bro. You have some of the most recognizable characters of all time. You could show the Superman symbol to some African nigga who's never had water before or power, and he knows who Superman is.
Yeah.
well, while we
Like-
talking about reactions,